Hi, you're watching K-On! Trivial Facts and Random Thoughts, Episode 4. Here I point out some interesting details in Season 2 of K-On! That you may have noticed, or not. Errors may be made in this video, and facts may not be 100% accurate. And if you find that I made a mistake, place a comment down in this comment section below, or send me a message. Now, let's begin. So right off the start, the animators play a little trick on us. They have us mistake Ui for Yui. This means that Ui and Yui both have the same hairstyle, it's just that Ui puts her hair up in a ponytail. So later on, we're on a train on its way to Kyoto. Now, I find Tsumugi's interest to be a little different. She loves tea time so much that she'd carry it around in a thermos. And here comes the very first appearance of Pocky in K-On! It's its very first appearance and Tsumugi doesn't even take a bite out of it. Now when you see when they get their pictures, they always make the peace sign with their hands. Asians will do this a lot when they get their picture taken. But trust me, we don't do this all the time. Later on, you'll see Ritsu talking oddly, adding yade to everything. This is just a stereotype for people living in Kyoto. It's similar to how people say that Southerners all sound like this, or that Canadians sound like this, eh? And once again, you see the old peace sign signature. The girl's first stop is the Kinkakuji Temple. This is a Zen Buddhist temple, commonly known as the Golden Pavilion. Tsumugi seems to be well educated in tea time. Like I said before, she has weird hobbies. The second stop is the Kitano Tenmangu, which is a shrine dedicated to Michizane. Like Nautica said, there are cows everywhere. Now I know Yui and Ritsu want to rub the cow to become smarter, but I think they're doing it wrong. And here's Tsumugi's eyebrows again. Number 10. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but shrines are supposed to be a peaceful place, right? With that in mind, I'm obliged to say, I think they're doing it wrong. Later on, when Tsumugi checks the pillows in their room, her eyebrows turn upside down. Number 11. The game Tsumugi brings along is similar to Monopoly. Now, I haven't heard anything about this game, but as far as I know, both games deal with economics. This next person kind of scares me. I'm not sure if that's a guy or a girl. So this next scene takes place in a bathhouse. This scene has no real relevance as it's just a bunch of girls talking about random stuff. Now, where have I heard this before? Now the action that takes place behind Mio and Tsumugi looks a little profane. When I first saw this, I thought Ritsu was physically harassing Yui. Tsumugi's upside down eyebrow count. Number 12. Now I'm surprised that Tsumugi was the first person to make a move during this pillow fight. It sure caught me off guard, as well as Tsumugi's eyebrows turning upside down again. Number 13. And after all the madness is over, Tsumugi's eyebrows turn upside down again. Number 14. Now when you're on an overnight school trip, this is exactly what happens when you're about to go to bed. Everyone just won't stop talking. Also, notice how their cell phones are relatively close to where they're sleeping. Check out Mugi's face when Mio decides to check out the music store. When the girls decide to get Azusa a souvenir from Kyoto, they have the weirdest ideas for souvenirs. Look at Tsumugi's face when Yui's being licked by a puppy. I wonder why she's so happy. Now the phone call that Yui makes is probably one of the best phone calls I have ever heard. At this point, when Mio hangs her head and turns away and starts laughing like crazy, I thought she was gonna kill everybody. I really didn't expect that to happen. Back at the hotel, Yui and Ritsu decide to use the accents again. At this point, Mio starts laughing like crazy again. Now, when Sawako tells the girls to go to sleep, she turns on the lights. If she wanted them to go to sleep, then why did you turn on the lights again? At this point, Pocky makes another appearance. Now what I find strange is that how Sawako sounds like when she's eating it. She gives the impression that her mouth is full of Pocky, but then later on she takes one single bite out of a small piece of Pocky and her mouth sounds full again. But then again, I guess the laws of physics doesn't really apply to anime. Back on the train, Mio spills the candy on her lap like Yui did at the beginning of the episode. But notice on the frame before this happens, the bag is not on her lap. And as a final remark, Mio laughs a lot in this episode. That about does it for this episode. On the next episode, we're gonna find out what Azusa, Ui, and Jun have been doing while the girls were away. Now, if you notice something interesting in K-On!, something that makes you think, or something that I missed, contact me. And now, I'll see you later.